We realized that it was a lie, that we could work and work and work, and maybe you couldn't afford all this. Life is now, and you don't know what is going to happen.
Bali, it's definitely not as you see online. Life is more than just working all the time and being stressed about money.
If you're certain about your abilities, there's no fear about the future.
A few years ago, I came across a term called digital nomad. It describes people who work online and can live in different places. I became super curious about how this lifestyle actually can work because no one around me at that time was living like this. Last month, I went to Bali, a place known for digital nomads. During this trip, I started talking with people who work and live in Bali. So today's episode, I will focus on 3 people that I talked with that really stayed with me. Not because they are very successful, but because of certain qualities on them that I really admire. So let's get started.
Oh, hello. My name is Anna. I am 35 years old. No, I'm not old. I am on 35th level of the game called life. I am originally from Poland, from Europe, but I was living in Scotland the last 14 years.
I am Clara. I'm 41 years old, and I'm from Barcelona.
Hi, my name is Nico. I am 38 years old. I am from Peru.
A little more than 2 years. I initially came with my husband and my daughter. She's 9 years old. But during these 2 years, we separated, and now we are co-parenting here in Bali.
I've been living here since December 2020, so 5 years already.
So we came here last year. We meant to come here for 6 months only, but after seeing how awesome it is and how good we feel here, we decided to sell everything and just come here.
So actually, I choose Bali because of the school. We started traveling around Europe for a year and a half. My daughter was 5, and we changed location every month. And at some point, her dad and me, we realized that she needed stability, she needed routine, friends. I ended up looking at schools in Bali, and it sounded like a good opportunity, and we just said, let's go there and let's try.
I came for the first time 5 years ago, and in theory I planned to stay just a few months, but then I got really enthusiastic, really interested in how everything works here, so I made my way so that I could stay and eventually live here.
With my Scottish partner, we decided that we want to live in the sun. We want to be surrounded by high vibration people, and yeah, we think life is more than just working all the time and being stressed about money. Money is definitely not the most important in life, we discovered, and we just wanted to try how it is to live in Bali.
I will start with the list because it was a little bit difficult at the beginning to be here. I felt very overwhelmed, and it was because there was a lot of noise, and for me it was like a little bit shock. And at the beginning I didn't have friends, so it was difficult to feel like at home or supported in it. But the good things here, it's the nature, and also the Balinese people are super nice. They are always wants to help you. They are there for you, even if they don't know you. I don't feel I need holidays because I can manage my work and my rest in a different way.
First of all, it's culture. I really love the way they think, the way they see life. The fact that there's a lot of yoga happening here, many people coming on their spiritual path. Me as a yoga teacher, I enjoy so much living here.
Of course, there are a lot of pluses, a lot of minuses. So Bali, it's definitely not as you see online, like, the paradise. I came to Ubud, where we are right now, and I said, wow, this is the Bali I wanted to come to. All the jungle, it's so green everywhere you go.
So I'm a psychologist, and also I'm a communicator. My clients are in the Catalonia, some are in the United States, some in different parts of Europe, or some in Thailand.
I teach at a school called Yoga Union, where we have programs for new teachers, also for people who want to go deeper in their paths. I also have my own yoga studio in Peru, which I run only 2 months every year when I travel back home.
I am a photographer and videographer.
Mostly my clients are in Europe. My video calls, my sessions are in the afternoon and at night. But that means that I have very relaxing mornings because all my clients are sleeping now. So I can do yoga and I can do running and I can have a relaxing coffee and prepare content or prepare my sessions in the morning or drove my daughter to school.
Waking up at 5, doing exercise. Then from 7 till 8, if I'm not teaching at that time, I spend some time with my daughter. I live with my wife and our daughter. Then breakfast, going out for teaching. Then in the afternoon, if I'm not teaching, I go out to a cafe, spend 2 to 3 hours working, then go back home. Around 6 is time for family. Then from 8 until 10, sometimes a little more work for Peru.
We meet up at 5:30 for mobility work, for stretching, and then we go for a coffee. And after that, usually we go work on laptops. And then maybe like 2, 3 p.m. we come back to the gym to move more. And then maybe I'm here an hour, just chilling, talking to people, and winding down. So yeah, I can't believe this is my life.
So the moment I decided to stick to yoga and to go to run clubs and do it weekly, like my rituals, it's when I started like having this sense of belonging to something. I have this community, I have these friends that they check on me because you are on the other side of the world alone. So it's like these people become your family. We need each other. For me, it was like the game changer.
So there's a lot of ways. For example, we're now in a running club. You get to meet people and we all stay for coffee, so it's nice to meet people here. There's also many workshops, like relationship workshops, men's circles, women's circles, things that just bring people together on purpose. And then there's also the, let's say, non-obvious way, where you go to a cafe, you go to a restaurant and you just talk to people, and people are usually very open. There's a large community of expats like me living here. As expats, we feel this kind of responsibility to help people because we speak the same language.
It's easy for me to be honest because I always say I'm like a Labrador in the human version. I can make best friends in a toilet on a random, somewhere random. I'm also happy what kind of people Ubud attracts. It's whoever you're gonna speak to, very open-minded people.
Yeah.
And most of the people I meet at the gym, meeting your friends at the gym is very good because you will be surrounded by people who take care of their mental health and of their physique.
I'm 41. In 2008, we experienced the first economic crisis. We realized that it was a lie for us, for our generation, that we could work and work and work, and maybe you couldn't afford all this. And then later with COVID, what I realized is that everything can change in a moment, and life is now. And you don't know what is going to happen. Of course, I would love at some point to buy a house and feel this stability or this security, but at the same time, I have to be realistic and I don't have salary to save for that. I really believe that everything will work out. And it's impossible to know what is going to happen, and everything will work out.
The base of my philosophy is that we all have abilities. If you're certain about your abilities, there's no fear about the future, because you know that you can create what you want. This is how I've been living my life in the past years, and it's always working out for me. Abilities in general, social abilities, abilities to do business, abilities to run a family, ability to have a community. We all have abilities, a lot, but we don't show them until we have a purpose or an intention to show them. So we need the willingness there.
I always say I'm gonna be okay, and I attract a lot of good people, and I attract a lot of business for myself. I'm just letting the life unfold itself and surprise me. Well, maybe a little bit stress if it comes to money. Let's not like I'm not on the red zone yet, but I am mindful that I need to push a little bit.
My advice would be that you have to be very mindful that you can be a problem for the place where you go. And I'm saying that because I'm from Barcelona, and Barcelona is a place where there's a lot of digital nomads coming. And for now, actually, it has been a problem for locals. For example, my friends and my family in the neighborhood in Barcelona, they are not finding apartments for them because every person wants to rent it for the digital nomads because they can pay higher. Yeah. You cannot go to a place and do whatever you like. You have to be very mindful that you are in their place, in their line.
So first of all, have a clear plan about what do you want to do, maybe in your country or maybe in that new country. Could be a specific job that you want to get, a specific thing that you want to do. Then be ready to win and lose. If it happens, that's great. If it doesn't happen, no problem. If you're not willing to lose, then it can be very disappointing when you don't get the results you want.
Wow. I even heard this today that each of you have something you can build your online course about. And maybe this knowledge for you it's so obvious that you don't even think about it. But maybe you are amazing at watercolors. Maybe you know how to create templates in Canva, like think about something when someone asking you, hey, can you help me with that? And you're like, oh yeah, of course, it's easy peasy. So you can be an online creator and you can work anywhere in the world. So I think it's worth to follow your dreams, and because how awesome is this that you can actually be 100% yourself and then get paid for that.
Their opinions don't represent all digital nomads, and a short conversation cannot represent a full picture of themselves. Talking to them made me think differently about this lifestyle. It's not just about working remotely or having freedom. If you're still watching, you're probably interested in this topic. This is the last episode of my Bali series. You can also check out the other 2 episodes on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.